All right, hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? How's it going there, David? How are you? All right, so start off, we'll read the weekly update here. So I'm going to record this for the video later. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Yeah. Pause the music. And welcome back to weekly update. This is for April 10th, 2024, version 1.10.9, the gas spawner update. And the first screenshot is by. All right, let's see who this one's by. So again, screenshots are all on the from the vehicle showcase page. So again, if you're interested in the screenshots, that's where they are. Phil puts in the comments every week whose screenshots they're by. It does not mean that's who built them. That is why the devs don't credit it, is they don't want to credit it incorrectly. Let's see if I find this one. I found that one. There's this one right here. Okay. Yerky. All right. That's the first one. Let me see if I don't know if I recorded that. Let me check and add that to the record again. Yerky. All right, I think I did record it, but here we go. All right, let's move on here. Dear Stormworkers, it's minor update week. Let me move the screen real quick. Dear Stormworkers, it is minor update week. This week we're adding the ability to spawn some fuel-type gases using the fluid spawner block. This is to allow players to make custom gas storage tanks, which can be useful for submarines, space rockets, etc. And the next screenshot is by. All right, let's look at this one. This one was right next to it. They picked them close to one another. Chris K. GPS Guy. As well as this change, there are many fixes and improvements. See patch notes below for details. We have another minor update in 2 weeks. Time with fixes, including a fix for the notorious movement when jumping issue. And the next screenshot is by. All right, so a bunch of people have been complaining about that movement issue. I don't really notice it myself, but I might be jumping differently than everybody else. That was an old one. That was an old one. So this was up here, I think. That was almost like a yesterday screenshot. There it is right there. JSI Sharp Spoonful. All right, that one's done. All right, here we go. Catch us here next week for more details in the next major update. Much love to Stormworks developers. Patch notes version 1.10.9 feature added air, oxygen, and hydrogen spawning to fluid spawners. Fix remove Control S opening save menu from vehicle editor. That was a big save. That was a big fix for me. I really hated that one. Fix handheld gun inventory mesh issues. Fix throttle lever clicking noise when no power. Fix fluid compartment default air is now spawned after resolving fluid spawners. Fix initialize vehicle positions with their physics position before triggering Lua load callbacks. Fix set vehicle keypad not working if input 1 is unchanged. Fix remove cross from none type map label. Fix handling of tile marker icons for deletion. Fix remove all map labels with the target map ID. Fix retain capitalization for notification titles. Fix prevent notifications of different types of stacking. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. All right, so that's recorded there. So let's go over it real quick here. How's it going there, Raphael? How are you? Glad you're enjoying it. Thank you. All right, so let's kind of dissect a little bit here. So people have been asking for this, for a fluid spawner type. Listen, when you get something you've been asking for, say thank you. Don't bitch. All right, there's already people down here bitching like, well, we should have got this from the first place. Listen, nobody's perfect. Nobody's going to get everything you want the first time. You asked for something, and you got it. So that's good. It's a good thing we have the ability to spawn gases now. I don't really use the space stuff much myself, but it's nice that you can use custom tanks now. You can spawn oxygen and hydrogen in there. So that is something that you can do now. You can also fill up oxygen tanks if you wanted so that you could, for example, you know, you don't really suffocate in a submarine if you get too much CO2, my understanding is. It's more that you're depleting the oxygen, so adding the ability to spawn just some oxygen will also make it so that you can last longer in a submarine. Let's see. All right, so I said another minor update in 2 weeks' time with fixes, including a fix for the movement will jump in issue. A bunch of people have been talking about that and hoping for that. That's coming in 2 weeks. All right, let's see. This here is a line probably a bunch of people will miss is catch us here next week for more details on the next major update. So we're getting more details on the next major update. Now, let's look at the calendar I can't, let me see if I can bring up a generic calendar. Let us see. Let's see. Etsy, piss off. The April 2024. All right, here we go. I'm trying to just get the picture here. All right, so here's the month of April. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted. Let me see. Stand by. I actually have what I wanted first. I wanted the year. Wanted the year. All right, so here is the calendar for 2024. The way that they tend to do this is the quarters are not starting in January. They start a little bit differently. So January is the end of the last quarter. And so around January 30th, we get the last major update. So it's 3 months from there. 3 months from there would be April. So end of April. So it does not surprise me that next, did they say next week? Let's actually bring it right up. It says more, let's see, catch us next week for more details on the next major update. So, yep. So next week, we should be getting more details on that. So next week will be, where are we at here? The 17th. So, you know, if it's on time, it's probably going to be around, it could be the 1st of May or the 24th. Likely, if they're going to announce it, talk about it 17th, I'm thinking maybe the 24th we get the next major update. I can't remember exactly when we got it in January. It was towards the end of January. So we might be getting that 24th here for the next major update, which they said was fishing. So they'll give us probably, you know, there's probably a week or 2 week heads up showing us what the major update is going to include. And so likely that would be here. And then we expect the next one after that is to be end of July, and then the next one after that, end of October. So that is, this is where their quarters are, January, April, July, October. You know, so that's about where their quarters are. So we should expect that about then. So it makes sense that they're going to be talking about that in the next week. Let's look at some of these patch notes here. Again, people have been asking for spawners. You got them. Again, you know what, you can't be negative all the time. Some people, you gotta realize that when you get the thing that you asked for, say thank you, right? Nobody likes it when people look a gift horse in the mouth, right? You get a Christmas present and you go, oh, about time, I've been wanting this forever, right? You're never gonna get a Christmas present again. Relax. You know, so that was good that we got it. Remove Control S. This one was huge for me. This was super frustrating. It was every time, like if you don't know, when you're in the editor and you hold Control, you can move slowly. So if you're trying to connect multiple nodes, you hold Control and you drag multiple nodes, and then if you tap S to go back, it would bring up the save. We didn't really need a hotkey for bringing up save. We really didn't. I know some people are all about hotkeys. I keep getting messages on my videos be like, oh, you know you can do this to do that faster. I'm like, yep, don't care. I don't use hotkeys often, rarely ever do. And I think it was kind of detrimental to a lot of our gameplay that you'd be trying to connect multiple nodes, and that would come up, and it was very frustrating. So that's good and responsive from them that they got this done during their fixes week. Let's see. Can't think of anything else here that we have. Some of these are just like getting things in line. For example, like throttle lever clicking with no power, right? It's not supposed to have power. It shouldn't be clicking. But little things like that. So that's the big one. And then the other one people have been complaining about, I would say the most, is the jumping issue, which I haven't really experienced myself. But jumping issue. And so they said they'll fix that in 2 weeks. So sounds pretty good. Got some good update and fixes there. And looks pretty good. So I'm looking forward to the next major update. Again, I'm thinking probably April 24th or the first week of May. I would say probably April 24th if I were to guess. But that would be a guess only. I have no inside information on that. Let me see. Did I put stream ping up? Yep. It's just a little bit late, so it's quiet, I guess. Let me check. I was trying to make sure I put that up. People have asked to be notified. Yep. All right, we're good. All right, so let's get the music back on here. Want to work on some builds. Yep, thank you everybody for hanging out on Twitch. I appreciate that, who is doing that. I'm trying to get my average up on Twitch so that I can get affiliate. I'm at 2.81 average concurrent viewers. I need to get to 3 before I can apply for affiliate. So I'd also appreciate if anyone has Twitch and likes to hang out there as well. If you'd also watch that until I get affiliate, I appreciate that. All right, so let's look at some what we were working on. We were working on the oil car yesterday, did some updates on the DE2, brought tanker trailer up to T-Test Mark II, made a module for the landing gear, tested some pumping. We have the rolling stock templates a little bit off, and I have to fix that. So one thing I want to build is do a little bit of building here. So I'm going to search for, let's see. Let's see. So I'm kind of looking at the European dumpster trucks, or what they call tips. Despite typing in European, it's giving me a bunch of American shit too. Let's see. Trying to find the tip trucks. They have dumpsters. Let me see. European. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. They do like chain load. It would be easier if I went to farming some. Oh, here it is. We got one. All right. I finally found one here. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this. So, where is it? I just saw it. It moved. It moved on me when I moved it on the other window here. I'm trying to find it. Where the hell did it go? Just saw it too. It was right here. This is the one. So they kind of operate like this. So you have the dumpster, and then they're on chains, and they tip out. So I want to do something like that for a mineral car on the train. And so when we get into the metal ore foundry, we'll be able to tip it over the side. And then I also want it bottom dumped. So I have some ideas for that. I'll probably start working on that first. Kind of shocked they don't have more pictures of the actual dumpster truck, because I actually literally typed in dumpster truck and they want to be a pain in the ass. I had to put dumpster in quotes to get it, but you see, this is kind of the design I'm looking at here. Something like this, you know, it'll be permanently affixed, but it will be able to tip out, and that's probably what I'm thinking. Let's find some mineral train cars. All right, so a bunch of designs here. I'm kind of, at the moment, I'm kind of leaning towards shorter, smaller cars for a bunch of the stuff. They're going to have to be small cars for the mineral stuff, because the gap between the dump area is pretty damn narrow. You know, it is not, you cannot put a regular container in there. That is too long. It's not going to fit in there. And so what it would do is it go up to the metal ore foundry, and it would tip it over the side. So, like, generally, most often you do bottom dumps. We can go to Komodo, and we can go to O'Neill and bottom dump. You know, they're sloped like this. The ore goes in, or whatever you're hauling. You pull a door on the bottom, and it will dump it straight down, and then it will be conveyed into the facility. That's generally how they're done IRL. We're going to have to do a little bit differently, because the devs kind of did a little bit strange in game. But, you know, we can take that as a negative, or we can just engineer some cool solutions to the problem. So I think that's what we're going to do. You know, there's also side tip. They do some cool roll cars where they actually detach the car and then roll it 180 degrees and tip it upside down to dump the coal out. So, kind of just looking at some of these to get some inspiration for what I'm thinking. I want to kind of make it slope design like that. It's going to have a funnel on the bottom, then it's going to tip out. So, something like the single here is probably more what I'm aiming at. This looks like a side dump rail car here. I would do side dump, but it's not going to be... I'm not going to be able to tip it far enough. You know, so got to keep that in mind. Yeah, I could put augers on them. The vacuum update was a big one for that, but I kind of got some inspiration on that, so we'll start building, I think. I think this is, for the most part, the stock template is mostly good, I think. Yeah, so let's build off this. There was a problem when I put in the dual axles. It moved it up too tall, but I sorted that. So let's start with this. How's it going there, Aaron? How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Try to get this put over here. All right, excellent. All right, so I'm thinking, let's see. Let's check hoppers. And let's grab this rusty color here. All right, so these, I got 25s a piece, something like that. I'm trying to see the medium. I don't use the medium for much of anything, and then I could do a large. Yeah, I could do larges. Let's see. It actually fit all right. So I want to put some. I want to like put some design work on them too. The thing is, they have to be tall enough, and then they need to be. This needs to be short enough. So let's measure this first. It's got to be, I'd say, 27. Width is probably max. This is 29. So let's see. Let's cut some off of this. What's that? 3 off. So that's a 23 banger right there. So let's kind of plan on that. And I got to measure this. What's that? That's a 5. 5, okay. All right, so that's probably 4 of these is probably where we're going. So I'm trying to scale this properly. So let's get the coal out of there. Can't go too high because it makes it so it's very hard to fill. And I have to make some cars that can actually get filled too. So let's grab some of this. Symmetry, please. And I'll shrink the wheelbase of the car, but I'm trying to just get it where I need it. Then we're probably, well, I'd say 1-bys are going to be our best bet here. Let's see if we can do 2s. Yeah, let's try 2s, see if we can make that work for us. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, that's better. But, you know, I'm glad they fixed the Control S, you know. Some people were asking for it. It was annoying. They did it, you know. I am glad that got done. That was the one that was really frustrating me, was that. Likely I'm not going to be able to put a funnel there. I was trying to get a funnel in there. We could go a little lower than that and try to put 1x1s and then go 2s on that. I don't know. You know what I could do? I could do a funnel list. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I could do this. So let's go duct this. Yeah, let's go like that. Then we can duct out 3 funnels in that. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down one more if we do that too. No, why the hell am I off? Oh, I know why I'm off center. Okay, I'm off centered because of that. Okay, so let's go duct goose. Shit. Where the hell am I? I can't tell where I am in the build here. Okay, do these not fit in the right spot? Okay, that's fine. Fucking hell, man, I can't see anything. I think that's good there, so that will be fine. Let's see where the middle is. How the hell is this so off-centered? Usually why I use 1x1s is because these start getting into a pain in the ass position. Alright, let's measure them. So that is, yep, it's an even number. That's why it's an even number, which sucks. Let's measure some of this here. That is 9er. Let's say it was 11. What's a medium? All right, so if we did one more, get those in there. Okay, so let's rework. Where are we at width-wise? We're at max width. Okay, so I don't want to fart with that. Let's go. Let's go like this. Ends up what I end up using is the smalls, just because I find them to be most utilitarian. And they should be down one, too. I'm gonna move them down. And then we can go one further on this. There we go. Okay, that's why you want to drag the coal down first and then copy them, because you're gonna end up having to drag all the coals off. Right, let's go ahead and we'll delete you, and we will go like that. And then we should be able to get funnels in here, so let's see. I'll redo all of this here is fine. Hey, how's it going there, Alistair? How are ya? How are ya? Oh yeah, I'll play it right now. I thought about that after I got off. It's like, oh shit, Alistair, I want to see that Tarkov video. Oh yes, I remember it. Let's see. I think this is the one here. That is, let's see. That one's the Gluhar one. Okay, so it's different. You find it. Would have been last wipe too. Okay, that was new wipe. That is quite a while ago, too. Oh, there it goes. My Spray Killed You is what it's called. Alright, let's get a link here and we'll play it in a second. Alright, here it is. Oh, I gotta turn the audio up on, I gotta turn the down for the music, and then I can turn up for this. Did I just kill you? No, I killed the raider.
Yeah, I think you killed me. Yeah, your spray killed me in the face. Shot me in the face. Dead.
Headshot. Yep, right here. Yep, so that was the video. That I ended up using the Beethoven on it that I used on the Fox one. I'll play the Fox video, seeing it. I had it up. But, put that up yesterday. The Fox video is pretty good. It's, you know, was playing career and the, unfortunately ran over a fox. Why is that not on shorts? That's interesting. Where's that? Why can I not find that? Oh, I'm not on first page anymore. It wouldn't go back to the first page. There we go. Why buy a Chrysler Pro? Oh, no! Oh, no! Friend! Usually that's what I use in, that's usually my, Tarkov. Good night, sweet prince. It usually ends up being what that is when especially when I kill a, friendly, they'll usually get that. There we go, music's too loud. That's the, I have to do it in my, my audio setup. Or else it'll be way too loud for the stream and for me. I gotta set it specifically. Yeah. Yep, the poor fox. Yeah, what sound does the fox make? Nothing anymore, apparently. Unfortunately. Alright, so for them who's just joined, I'm making a... Let's see. Kind of making a... it's going to be a mineral hopper that will be able to tip off the side, and that's going to allow me to be able to dump it from the train straight down, so... I think we'll actually move that in one. Okay. I actually want to go down here, so they're... Doesn't matter if they're going down or not. Go down. Okay, and then the end ones are going to come off here. I need to leave the end ones on for a second just to finish this one up here, because I need something to grab off of. There we go. But Control S being gone is a huge benefit. I'm so happy with that one. That one's very good. You know, of course, the comment section's negative again, which is, it's just so silly to me. It really is. It's like, I get it. You know, there are things that are annoying that pop up, but it's like... You know, they fix them within a couple weeks. Like, there are games that literally you don't hear from them at all for months. Like, there was a big drought of information in Escape from Tarkov where, like, we haven't heard from them in months. Months! You know, and, you know, like, Derail Valley I'm enjoying playing. Like, you know, it's been February was the last update. you know. And so I think people often get spoiled in Stormworks, and then it starts a bunch of bitch fest, you know. And it's like, dude, we're getting updates, man. Every week we hear from them. It's like, you know, you can't keep slapping people for doing something that, you know, is a good thing. You know, eventually they're like, fuck it. You know, no matter what we do, we get bitched at for. Why bother? You know. You know, you got to be reasonable, and that's, I find most people are reasonable. It's you get some loud people who are, you know, they seem to oversample themselves because, you know, the other people are just being reasonable and quiet, you know. But I find that frustrating. It's like, you know, you gotta set up an environment where they can win, you know, where the devs can win, where they can take some W's, you know, and yep, we screwed this up, but we, you know, we went ahead and fixed it, and people are like, oh, thanks for the fix. You know, it doesn't have to, nobody expects you to kiss their ass, but it's like, you know, and nobody wants you to kiss their ass. It's just be a reasonable person, you know. Somebody makes a mistake, you know, treat others how you would want to be treated. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple precept in life, you know. You wouldn't want somebody constantly bitching about, like, you know, you worked hard on something, but yeah, you made a little error, and quickly you fixed it, you know. You wouldn't want to be bitched at for that, you know, and so don't do it to other people. Pretty simple. Life lesson over. All right, let's get that in there. All right, let's see. I don't want an insane capacity on this. The problem is, you know, if the capacity gets too big, it ends up being like, you know, if the capacity is absolutely enormous, you know, we're not gonna be able to make that many trips. It cuts down the trip count, which is, I'd rather have a reasonable trip count on there. What are we these? 1, 2, 3s here. See if we can go 4s on this. All right, and then I actually want, what do I want here? 2s. There. Go down one more on that. Nah. Try to see how I want to do this. Cut that. Yeah, let's make it a 3-banger here. I think the best way to get this textured out. Let's see. We're doing this. Okay. 2x2s, that's what I thought. Make this how I want it and fix it. Put that on the outside, maybe. my reference cars here. I'm digging that. That's all right. Let's see. It's gonna fuck up these 1x2s here, though. That's what I'm worried about. Let's go one extra on that, I guess. Fix that in a second. Alright, just do a 4-banger across the back here. How's it going there, Daniel? How are ya? Let's catch up here in some chat. Making some good progress here. Making a mineral car so that will be able to be lifted off and tipped sideways. So it's gonna be a slope mineral car that will tip off to the side so that it can we can dump at the facility. I think we're gonna cut a bunch here. What am I cutting there that I can't even see? Like literally, okay, I was grabbing the wrong level. It's like, why can I not even see it? There we go. Okay. Yeah, the road railer at the moment or lifting trailers is the most likely. Well, it depends. Each type of mining, I want to do a different type of transpo system, you know. How the hell did that happen? That this is one off. How did that happen? Really? 2 on that side. Okay, did I just go up 1 too high on that? What the fuck? I did, okay. That was all it was that. Okay. Curious if I can get that to come in, too. I don't want to make it too complicated, so let's not worry about it. Keep it pretty simple here. Keep it simple, stupid, as they say. Alright, so that's good, and then let's go ahead and... I don't want too high of a capacity. We end up getting in a situation where we, again, we need one train car, because we got to worry about all the time. Fucking hell, man! Can I see what I'm working on here, there, guy? Let me see what I'm working on there, guy. At least I can control S now reliably. Okay. Shit! This is gonna be a problem here, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Can I? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Libby. Yeah. There we go. Alright. We're making progress now here, people. Alright, so we have one funnel in that. What's our capacities on that? Alright, that's not too bad. I could cut that and put 2 more if I wanted. No, I can't cut 2, so that's... Alright, so that likely... let's see what the capacity would be. What are these? These are... I can't remember what these are. Put it in there, I'll check them. Say, why is no clip off? No, the ducts are full. That's why the ducts are full. I know somebody's probably shouting in the comments, but I always like to look because that's how I'll remember it. Yep, I thought it was 27, but for some reason my mind's like, why isn't it 25? And so I always... I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's 27. I'm like, why isn't it 25? And then, so, alright, so that's, what do we have here? 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 by 7, 21, and 3 more. 24. 94 times 27. 648 capacity. That's not too shabby. Yeah. Again, as far as balancing is concerned, I want these to be a little bit on the smaller side, so I have more. I need more of these per. I need more train cars, so it gives me a reason to have a bunch of train cars. And then, like one of the trailers that I have, like I'll convert the high tip back. It holds 2,250. So, 248. So it's 3.7 of these per trailer, because I want to be able to actually get a reasonable, like, nice long train going here, and so this will allow me to do that. If they hold too much capacity, it's going to be like that liquid tank I made yesterday where you have one of them, so I don't want to have one of them. All right, so let's see. All right, what do we have on this? We have a 2-banger there. This one would need to come in then by 2. Okay, so let's cut out. Slide that in. Inevitably something that gets missed every time, and then I have to recut it. I like the idea of having a lot of train cars, and so you start getting them too high capacity, you're going to have a small number of train cars. So I'm interested how far I have to reach, so let's save this. Let's go over there. We'll do it with an add-on. And we'll figure out how far it is. Let's see. Let's see if I have one that's already over there. Here's Captain Crane. Okay, so let's edit that. That's Captain, not, Alright, and what the hell is it? Okay. Alright, that's all Captain, so I can make a new one. You know, we can move the camera more like we could before now in here. That was an update from last week. Alright. Hard to tell. So... yeah, let me see. I should have my measuring stick. Alright, here's the measuring stick. So let's go 3 in there, I'd say is probably minimum. So let's see. So it's darkest green to about the white. Okay. Oh, come on. Just flip the fucking thing 90 degrees, man. Gotta go to another face to measure something. Yeah, it's an insane distance they put that. It's just like a bunch of that stuff doesn't make any sense. Darkest green, it was right. It was this one here. 20, Jesus Christ, 22 blocks. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. That's so far off. That is really, that's probably not even gonna work. Oh, I should have measured that first. That's nuts, man. 22 blocks. That's insanity. All right, let's read some chat. Yeah, the Beethoven's Moonlight's good for those. It's got a lot of good parts, so it's easy to cut up and put in videos. And it's Beethoven, so it's free. Yeah, exactly. Most games aren't giving you updates per week. It's like, that's the thing that I don't understand, like, when some of these people get bitchy. It's like, dude, every week they tell us something. Whether it's, like, something that's big news or not, they're telling us something. And it's like, the people whine about that. It's like, dude, get over yourself. It's like, I should have stayed over there real quick. There's no way I get this thing that far over anyway. So this car is already useless. Yeah, they fucked up when they made that base the way they did it. It's just, it's pretty unusable. Let me read chat, and then I'll figure out something else to work on. Yeah, we get updates every week. It's like, even if it's not something you necessarily want to hear, you know. I might switch to Tarkov, guys. I have a friend who's been out of town for a while. I might jump on that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It'll be a super short stream, but I've been waiting to play. He's been out of town. I've been waiting to play for quite a while, so yeah, I'll probably do that. Kind of it took the wind out of my sails here, getting this and not being able to build this. So yeah, let's do that. Then I'll come fresh. I'm hurting for ideas right now, so you know, I'm trying to think of some ideas I want to do here. I'm also trying to get prepared for the build challenge, which is Friday, so kind of all over the place lately. So you know, I think that's what I'll do, guys. Let me see what Yeah, it's gonna be a short stream, but let me catch up on chat. Let's go through that. Didn't do too much off screen. I was kind of bouncing all around last night. Played some Derail Valley on stream. But, like, this would have been a cool idea. So, like, the whole point of this was going to be it would have a couple arms and it would tip out. But it's got to tip out 22 friggin' blocks out. You know, it's like even a side tip, you know, it should be right here. Like, this is where the devs screwed up with a lot of logistics on this. Is where it should be. It should be a couple off the tracks. It actually shouldn't be off the tracks, period. But they do have IRL coal side dumps, and the dump area is right on the side. And the benefit of that is you can have a rail car on this side of the tracks, you can have a rail car on this side of the tracks, and you can have the dump area in the middle, and they both roll down, and the cars dump as they get to the spot, and they dump into the facility. And so the train can keep moving, dumping. Most of them, I think, have bottom dumps. So it's like at Spy Cakes and Komodo. It dumps right at the bottom. So the funnel's right here. There's a gap in the trailer. You drive over it, and the train does, well, you know, it has to slow down, but it can, you know, at the time, but it can dump underneath. It's like our setup is just, has no basis in reality, which there's a reason why they do things realistically, IRL, is because that's what works. And so it just makes it easy. If the devs would have looked at, like, how are they dumping ore into facilities, you know, they would have seen that they're most likely doing bottom dump, and put a bottom dump there. That would have really helped out. So, yeah, that's unfortunate they do that. It just makes it really... It is cool that I have to come up with some unique ideas, but it is also frustrating that I can't just, like... You know, one thing that's fun in game is being able to do replicas, and so, like, to replicate a real-life coal car, and I can't do that because the game has it so unrealistic, you know? And so I could make an add-on, but again, that gets into the territory of... you know, it can screw things up, and if the add-on's not updated and they make a change, then your add-on doesn't work, so I'll have to come up with some solutions. So let's finish up chat, and then I'm going to go jump on Tarkov. Let's see. Yeah, I think gas spawn in custom tanks is a good addition. I'm happy they did that. That's something that's... you know, was something people wanted. Again, you know, you've already got people complaining that this should have been there from the start. It's like, you know, I addressed that already. It's like, dude, it's like, you know, you just got given a gift. Stop complaining, right? You already paid for something. You got something in addition to it for free. You know, it's something you wanted. Just say thank you. Like, you know, I don't mind about people complaining about, like, the Control S. Like, yeah, that was annoying. Yep, complain about it. Perfectly fine. But it's like, when you get something good, don't bitch too. Don't bitch when you get something bad. Don't bitch when you get something good, because, you know, we all are human and we react on a, you know, on a carrot and a stick thing, right? If you always get in the stick no matter what you do, then why bother, you know? And so that's why I don't necessarily even defend them. I think it's a bad strategy from us as a community. It just makes us seem entitled and whiny, you know? It's like, you gotta, and I know it's, you know, the guys probably watching aren't like that, but it's like, you know, it just makes the community seem whiny, you know? Or to add a really short video onto my workshop page for a challenge, would you watch it? It would have to be short, like, as long as it's not, like, you know, if it was like 10 seconds long, something like that, is like, I can't have them too long, and it can't have music in it that would, because literally, if you put a song in that's copyrighted, it could boot the whole video, and then I have to mute out the section, you know? So it depends on what it is, Alistair. Oh yeah, I saw that. Like, the guy was like, "How could you withhold the fix for Control S?" So the other thing to consider too is, let's read a little subtext into that, right? They don't have it on Steam yet. So they say next week they're gonna talk. Okay, let's do a timeline. Okay. Some of these people have to read between the lines. This could be wrong. It is my guess, but this is my guess, right? We have the update today. They tell us next week we're going to hear about the major update, which is fishing related, right? So they're probably going to show pictures. They usually show pictures a week or two before it releases, right? They don't want to show it too early. And if you look at when the quarter schedule is, we get major updates on a quarterly basis. That's either April 24th or the first Wednesday of May is likely when we're getting the next major update. Okay, let's say that the Control S fix might need a new save. Okay, I don't know that it does, but let's say that's the thing. So by releasing it on the same time as a major update, which is often a time when you need a new save, that would be like, imagine if they released it this week, but they're like, oh, we fixed the jumping thing, but you're going to need a new save. Okay, well, people be like, man, I got to do a new save. Okay, then in 2 weeks, you release a major update, and you're like, yep, new major update. We added fishing, we added what you wanted, but you need a new save. Then you're going to get, I need a new save. Or you say, you know what? These two things, you're going to need a new save. Let's group them together, right? And so some basic social engineering there. So that makes sense to me. That's a possibility, you know. Plus, that, you know, again, the same people will bitch when something's not released perfectly. Well, maybe they were working on the jumping thing and they don't have it perfectly fixed, and they're like, you know what? If we wait a couple weeks, it will be fixed correctly, you know. So, you know, they always assume it's just ignorance or incompetence when it is often probably it's like, you know, the exact thing people are asking for is don't release broken stuff. Okay, it's not ready yet. Let's wait a couple weeks, make sure it's ready, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking fold-out shoot, but it's going to be long, man. You know, it's tough to get them to, you know, you can get them to roll, but if they stop, you know, it's a pain. I would love to do, I'd actually prefer a side dump, but bottom dump definitely would have been better, like Komodo and Spy Cakes. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I know it's a short one. I've been kind of waiting to play Tarkov for weeks. My friend's been out of town, so kind of looking forward to that. Also, like, I'm kind of spinning my wheels right now of what I want to build in Stormworks. Got the D6 done, so I'm kind of, like, not sure what I want to do. So, you know, I'm going to take some more time and kind of think of some cool stuff to build. Going to be announcing the build challenge Friday. So, you know, everybody can get started on that. I was thinking of doing multiplayer this weekend. I don't know because I don't, you know, a bunch of the people are going to be doing the challenge, and I only want it to be a one-week challenge. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on Twitch as well. And I will see you guys in the next one.